This really brings me back to when I started working on the Apple logo. So the first thing I did was I went out to the store, bought a whole bunch of apples, and put them on my desk, and I drew apples for weeks. And I got to know all the ins and outs of an apple, where the curves were and what the angles were. And after I got the shape that I really, really liked, I realized that the thing that would really make it look like an apple and not some other piece of fruit would be to take a bite out of it. So that's what I did. And I looked at it and I thought, that's it. When I presented it, I got a lot of nods, and Steve Jobs said, oh, that's nice. And that was about it. So the apple became a very simple logo. So interestingly enough, our new client, Mengniu, wanted a new logo, and they wanted people to love the logo, and they wanted to appeal to young people, especially because it's milk. Milk is healthy, and so we want to get all of those points across with the new simple Mengniu logo. Well, we just had our first meeting with our new client, Mengniu, one of the biggest suppliers of dairy products in China. And I just found out that they're 8th in the world in terms of size of dairy. And we want to make them number 1 in the world. That's an exciting sort of challenge.
Today our meeting involved bringing Chicago online. There was Australia as well. So work with Mengniu today is about really understanding our client, getting to know where they're positioned at the moment and where they want to be. So being able to work with a client who is aiming to be number 1 in the world, that obviously gives us a lot of confidence.
Mengniu is an innovation company. We are willing to accept new things. We embrace change. We innovation, technical, digital company, future. We are welcome to change.
Yeah.
As long as it's better, as long as it's loved by young generation, that's good.
Yeah.
So we're very lucky in Australia to have Andy Kosh. He's been working with Rob now for a number of years, and the two of them really have an understanding of what we're trying to achieve.
In meeting Mengniu today, it was really exciting to see their passion for their project. When we take on new brands, we always make sure that the gut feeling or the sense of the brand is at the center of what we do. Really interesting brand traits that Mengniu were siding with was this personal inner strength, and that's something we're really looking forward to exposing.
After 20 years, and we have a new mission to come from grassland to the world. And then we want to become the love mark for the global consumers, and we want to nurture 2 billion consumers. Huge campaign, and then this becoming, we want to build as an iconic brand, the image, the product, and also the campaign. Holistic design, like packaging, like kind of TVC, etc. And then we are going to introduce that to our customers.
So something exciting that came out of the meeting is that Mengniu has actually been working with Lionel Messi for 3 years. He's their brand ambassador as part of their work with FIFA and sponsoring the World Cup. There's some exciting opportunities there for this brand to really develop and get noticed, on the global stage.
One of the things that I was impressed with about our client was that he said he wanted people to love this logo. Generation Z, Gen Z, is their target audience, and that's why they're very into promoting their products through sport, like sponsoring the World Cup and in the Olympics.
And when it comes to brand transition, it's definitely a journey you want to take your market on, and you want to make sure that they're part of that transition and they're not blindsided, but they feel like they're actually engaged with you in the process. So it's like something you're moving along together with. So you've actually kind of taken them on that journey with you.
Mengniu places a strong priority on their social conscience as a company. They're actually the #1 milk supplier to primary schools in China. That means a lot actually to see that as a company they're integrated with the next generation, and they're kind of working with school children to make sure they get the nutrition that they need, and that helps spur us on to really help create a brand that the people are going to love and want to engage with.
In the Rob Janoff studio, we have this unique advantage, and that's that we're a global-based studio. We have cultural insights from all over the globe, and working with many global brands, we bring a really unique attribute to Mengniu's new rebrand. They want to feature as more of a global brand and transition from that national base to a more world stage.
Mengniu is very into a simple solution, and they were very amenable to having a simple statement that people will respond to and love and remember.
The future is always in young generation, and even when they become older, they will also love it. And ideally, it can last for 10 or even 20 years. Actually, it's very exciting. So it's always, as a big company, change logo. It's always a challenge of internally. We believe that with a great design company, a great designer, we have more possibility. I hope when your team have the outcome, we go, whoa, that's it. That's the one we need it.
If there are things about the company, nuances that we feel about the personality or what they do or how they think, there's subtle ways that we can incorporate that into whatever design we do. If it's the color, the font, the shapes, curved shapes versus straight shapes, things like that say a lot about the personality. So many people when thinking about logos, they think about representation. Our company stands for this, and so we want to see that. But it's the overall impression that we really want to get for a brand personality that's represented by the logo.
Andy and the team here in Australia, there'll be a lot of research and development that they engage in to make sure that we get the perfect result, and also that we're able to inform Rob's decision making as he guides this path to a successful conclusion.